Good morning and good afternoon and perhaps even good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining me on another exciting day in the valley. And of course, happy Cinco de Mayo, or as I believe our local population likes to call it, Cinco de Drinko. Well, you know, each his own. It's totally fine, totally fine. Thank you so much for sharing that Jacob Collier video with me this morning, Dreamlab. I'm still hyped on it. It was it was an amazing song. What a cool arrangement. I've never heard of that guy. 25 years old. The talent, that's unbelievable. So yes, super, super nice find there. Thank you. I'm going to forward that to my friend in Germany. And he's a musician and he's totally going to appreciate that. I don't know if he knows of him. Probably does. I'm usually the last to find out about good things. So I'm so super happy to find him so relatively early. I really appreciate that. And Brian, thank you so much for dropping by. I hope, you know, Roberta can be with you and can spend a nice holiday on the couch with you for, you know, an exciting day in the valley. I'm hoping I can find some wood to upgrade the barn. That's kind of my main thing right now. And there's some other crops that are currently growing that we're waiting for. See how it goes. I'm trying to keep it to about an hour and a half. I'm gonna try and finish it at 11:30 or thereabouts, whichever game day it'll be. And I have to do some stuff in Game Maker. I'm currently finding out if and how to do things. You know, maybe it's going to be good for another forthcoming project. Who knows? Oh yes, good old Grubhub. Yeah, we used to use that. Yay, free Mexican food. Maybe we should do that later, Julia. Mexican food. It's a good idea. We haven't done that in a while. Okay, 160,000 smackers. Let's see what we have here. Ralph, good morning and happy Cinco de Mayo to you too. Nice that you could make it. Do we have any Mexican food in the fridge here? Well, we have maple syrup. Pizza. Is that Mexican? We can make fish taco though. I wonder if we should do that. I do have a recipe for fish taco. Is that it? Let's start the day on the Mexican way. Hash browns, pancakes, salmon dinner, fish taco. There we go. We need tuna. Oh, not just albacore. It has to be tuna. Okay. Tortilla, red cabbage, and mayonnaise. I'm not sure if we know where we can get that. Maybe. This is a good point. Yeah, Mexican food is great no matter if it's free or not. Perhaps we should go and buy a fish taco at a secret vendor then instead. Because I don't think we can make that ourselves. Even though we do have the recipe. Quite nice. Oh yes, I remember we fell into bed yesterday. Rainbow shell. I think I might keep that around. That I don't think we need. That I think this might be our green algae Mexican breakfast this morning. Yuck. Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. Hey, see what I did there? I'll put that on my iridium rod. And perhaps the shell I want to put into this little locker here because I'm thinking that might make a really nice shirt. If I put that together with cloth, I can see that working really well. Cat is with us. From one cat to another. $3. That's crazy. $3 for a can of Coke? No, no. Ah, that's my iridium sprinkler in action here. Very nice. It's quite a large. Don't think I've ever seen it that defined as a square. There. Guacamole. We found this amazing guacamole with Greek yogurt at Trader Joe's, and they have these organic corn dippers that go with it. I'm not a big fan of guacamole usually. I don't know why. Julia likes it, but I don't like it. But that particular guacamole is so good with those particular corn dippers. Oh my god, it's amazing. That is really good. I've forgotten what I've actually planted here. It all looks very interesting. And I wonder what else we should plant. I mean, I know potatoes make a lot of cash, so I'm thinking perhaps we're going to invest more into potato seeds. But then let's see what else Pierre has to offer. It's Sunday, so he's open. There, parsnip. Parsnip's nice. But since we can do something exciting to potatoes, like put them in our barrels here, I wonder if that's, you know, if that's the way forward. Where are the other animals? Here, there we go. There we go. Very nice. Wow. I like the warm welcome. And these are not the only animals we're getting. I'm looking forward to getting pigs and sheep. This is going to be a very noisy farm. Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to that. I kept chickens indoors here. Void egg. Today I'm going to go sell the void egg because I want to know if the void egg makes more money as an egg or as mayonnaise. Could be one of those reverse things here. Void chicken. Looks really nice actually. I have a void chicken. Yeah, so this grass, I'm going to buy some more grass or make some more grass starter and put that here and let it, just let it, you know, multiply a little bit. That's the plan. Before the chickens eat them all. There, and then the void egg, we'll go sell the void egg. And the honey. Parsnip, I don't remember if we can do anything with the parsnips. I don't think we can. I think I might just keep one for my Grange display, which is of course going to happen at one point. There was also, I forgot if that was in spring or in the summer, but I'm sure we'll be asked for a Grange display once again. Ah. Lucky me, I have... Oh, this is grass. Cool. So the chickens should be able to just wander over here and just eat that grass, if I'm lucky. There's another preserves jar we can add to our collection here. Pickled beets and artichokes. That'll be lucrative, I tell you that. That's going to be all very, very lucrative. And that, and that. Oh yeah, look at that, we can pickle parsnips. Aha, nice. Pickled parsnip. So maybe we'll keep one for the Grange display. Actually, we have so many. Let's go, let's not keep it. Let's sell it. Can we pickle horseradish? No. Can we pickle leeks? No. Well, those will look nice in the Grange display, I'm sure. Pickled cherries, so we can do that. Fresh from the tree, directly into one of my pickling jars. And I believe beets and peppers, they were good too. There. Yeah, so as soon as we can harvest some potatoes, I'm going to turn them into wine. Or into whatever brew it is. Are these ripe and ready now? No, they're not. This is the kind of the Grange locker. Oh, look, we have 2 wheat at least. That's nice. Wine. I think we're going to take the wine away from here. And I think We have one golden, what is this, horseradish. So we can sell that and we just go keep this one. There. Alright. Oh, and then there's cheese too. I totally forgot about the cheese. Iridium milk. Oh, I haven't had iridium milk before. Thank you, cows. Much obliged. Come on, let's buy more seeds. Before Pierre's closes. I do like the look of my new horse. I like us both having caps on, that's very nice. Excellent! That sauerkraut, your homemade sauerkraut, that sounds exciting actually. It sounds very good. Oh, doesn't he like... Oh, George, how you doing? You like horseradish, don't you? I seem to remember George likes horseradish. What does he like? Oh, he likes hot pepper. There we go. And Autumn's Bounty. I believe George. He was the only one who liked pepper. It was good for his knee, apparently. There we go. Leek and fried mushroom. I might just give that to him because, you know, I'm a nice guy. Morning, Jody. Morning, Kent. How you doing? You're buying seeds as well? Parsnips, potatoes. I say potatoes. Excellent. That garlic wasn't bad either, I must say. 4 days, and I forgot how much it sold for. So perhaps we're going to split it. 20 garlic and maybe 30 potatoes. I forgot if we can... Can we pickle garlic? I'd imagine. 40. Come on, let's do 40 potatoes. I know I can probably make my own from the potatoes themselves. I've got this frozen geode on me as well. I thought I'm gonna go and crack that open. And as soon as it rains, please remind me, we need to do some fishing. Oh, speaking of fishing, there's some fishing to be done here, I wonder. One of those rare opportunities with the tile that's just about to... Yeah, yes, no, almost. Come on. Almost. Oh. Trying to plunge my rod right into this. Oops. That's so difficult. Yes. Apparently that's really good fish, apparently. Oh, Clint's open until 4, isn't he? Man, not 5. I always forget that. Dang. Catfish, that was it. Man. And was this horseradish or was this horseradish? He liked leeks, didn't he? Did he like leeks now? Leeks. Okay, shame. No worries. Next time, huh? Oh, it is a nice day, absolutely. Catfish, that's right. Catfish, I think that comes out in the rain. And there's also the other fish. I've left my list in the other room. Hang on, I think I might have an electronic version lying around here. Which is over here. Yes, the wood skip. That was the other fish that we needed. Wood skip, and he is in, I believe, in the secret woods. During rain. Oh no, I think the wood skip is around all day long, all seasons, but the catfish is only available during rain. Quite crazy that. It's always a pleasure to see you. Do you like anything we have on us? Could be Elliot. Pomegranate. We don't have that. Currently don't have that. As soon as we get one, it's yours. Nate! Hello, hello! Good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for dropping by. I believe I'm on my 42nd stream of Stardew Valley. That is seriously cool. What have you been up to? Thank you so much for the copy of Alien Resurrection. That was, or Isolation rather. Alien Isolation. That was very nice of you. Thanks. Very much appreciate that. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet, but you know, it goes on my long list of games that I own that I've never played. And one day I'll work through it. That's the plan, at least. Hey Willie, how's it going? Ah. Forgot that I put my bait into my fishing rod and now I can't put it in the things here. That's cool. No worries. Yeah, so the 3080, that was an interesting find. So the variations of the 3080, the lower variants of the 3080, how good are they going to be? That's a really interesting topic. So it's a bit like having a 2060 today that'll beat something like a 1050 and a 1060, 1070. It's very interesting. Very interesting. It's funny how back in the day CPUs got so much faster and faster over time, and that doesn't seem to happen that much anymore. And now we have GPUs that are not just doubling in speed year on year, but they're literally increasing exponentially. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? GPUs are the new CPUs, so to say. I was going to hack a little bit more. Oh, I was going to do some planting, wasn't I? Let's do that. It is such a fun game. You can literally lose yourself in it for hours on end, Nate. It's unbelievable. Let's put good potatoes up here. Yes. Potatoes. And then we'll turn potatoes into, well, whatever spirit comes out of it, I say. We'll drink it all. We don't care. We're not precious. There. Almost sowed out all my garlic. That's good. Oh yes. Do you know, Stardew Valley can help with that. If you feel stressed, it is seriously therapeutic, this game. Julia started playing it as well, and she absolutely loves it as well. You can do this multiplayer as well, that you can join a farm, and then you can just go and you have to start as a new character, or you start a co-op farm, that's also possible, and then you just work all towards one farm. It's very therapeutic. I think it's this part monotonous, hey, I'm just going to go water the plants or collect the hazelnut, that sort of thing. I think that is very nice. Did I pick up that cheese now? Yes, I did. Zay, how you doing? Good to see you. That we're going to sell. We're going to sell that and that and that. And this we're going to keep. Oak resin. Very precious stuff. We can make a new keg with that and add it to a brewery. Ooh. More mayonnaise. I like it. Duck mayo. I am playing on PC today, yes. Stardew I'm always playing on a PC. Yes, but I'm on my bigger system again today, not in the linen cupboard today. So, you know, I like mixing it around depending on the opportunity. Look at that, we have 9 oak resin. That's 9 kegs potentially. Crazy. Crazy good. 11:20 perhaps. Are we going to bed? Yeah, let's go to bed. Let's do the wood collecting tomorrow. Let's not leave it until the last minute. Wood I'm trying to collect because I'd like to upgrade my barn. And that's exciting. That means I can buy myself some pigs and some sheep. And that'll make the farm ever more lively. Especially with noises. Whoa! Void Egg 65. So Void Egg doesn't actually make that much money. That's good to know. That's good to know. I thought there might be an exception that applies, but no. Void Egg, turn it into Void Mayo. Better deal. Better deal altogether. Duck Mayo, good seller, I say. You know, yes, there's no shooting, Nate. It's kind of, you know, no shooting. It's just all just very, it's a bit like, it reminds me of the whole Farmville craze that was on Facebook a few years ago, where literally everyone in the office used to play that, and that was a perfect escape from anything and everything. Not so much puzzles, but they're more like, oh, thank you, Evelyn. What have we got here? We have a piece of bread. That's so nice, Evelyn. Oh, put that in my fridge. Yeah, it's not so much puzzles as in things you have to work out. It's more things you have to logically put together. So, for example, this is the guide to how you get on with people. And every once in a while you have something like a secret note that you find. And it looks a bit like... that's them. It looks a bit like this. And it just says, you know, this is a page from Abigail's diary. And she tells us about the things she loves. And those things then go into this guide. So you don't have to make notes or anything. And when you look up Abigail, it basically now says what items she loves. So if you come across one of them, like a chocolate cake, you can give it to her, and then you increase your friendship level with her. But you have to kind of put these things together, or things like she likes an amethyst. So if you find something that's purple, there's a good chance that she likes it because she has purple hair. It's kind of, those are the kind of puzzles that are in there. But it's also it's just a very nice, relaxing story, I suppose, that's in there. You can get married in the game. I haven't done that yet. And you can get rich, or you can just be happy. You can just live your life. So it's a bit like, in that respect, it's a bit like games that are kind of proper open world, that let you approach something any which way you like. It has nice music. Like nearly, what did you say, Dreamlab? It was about 100 tracks? Close to 100 tracks of music. All produced by Eric Barone himself. Super inspiring. And it's not 3D for a change. I like that. I like that very much. Oh, looks like there's potatoes for us. Sometimes even 2 potatoes. Tons of potatoes. Ha! I love it. Are these ready for the plucking yet? No. Beets, I guess they are. There. And once you pluck them, you gotta water them, of course. Very important. Every day you gotta water stuff. 95 music tracks. Wow. I suppose that's the other thing that I really just love about this game. Hello, cat. You can say hello to the cat. There we go. Give the cat some water. He did it all by himself. That is just... Whew. Put all this together, from artwork to storytelling to game mechanics to coding to making the music. we don't have it that often anymore that happens. It used to happen much more in Andrew Braybrook's days, when he made Iridium all by himself, or Paradroid. Was that Andrew Braybrook? Yeah, that was That was Andrew Braybrook, I think. Houston Entertainment. 2 people in the North London office. That's the game developer and the publishing company for you. Those were the days. That was a good game, Paradroid. That'd be a nice little project to make with Game Maker, actually. Some kind of a remake of Paradroid with similar mechanics. That'd be kind of cool. Whitaker, good to see you. That's my goat. My cows, they tend to wander off to where they find the grass, which is over here. Don't eat it all at once. Grass needs to grow. Oh, what have we got here? Perfect timing too, because the first harvest of potatoes is just ready. Let's just see what happens if we pop those straight in here. Will it make potato wine? Vodka? Hooch? Moonshine? I wonder. And then we have one additional keg. This is Grandpa's Special Reserve down here. Blackberry wine. There. Grandpa's Special Reserve. Oh, the brewery's gonna make us rich, man. As if we're not rich enough already. Pumpkin juice. Well, that's exciting. Pumpkin juice, very nice. I'll put the rest of the potatoes in here and the cherries as well. And then they're close by in the brewery here. Righty then. Oh, time to make cheese. Come on. I've got this thing called the auto grabber here. So that means I don't have to chase after the animals. It just goes and gets neatly deposited into here. Oh, no, don't drink it. Pop it in here. I have a total of 5 cheese making machines. There, the cows are roaming around here. So this is grass. And when they're out roaming about, they can eat the grass. And if you leave them in the barn, they need to eat the hay that you put out for them. And this is the grass for the chickens, but there's 8 of them now, and it's tricky because they eat so much that they don't give the grass a chance to grow. Oh, did I say hello to you guys already? I must have. Not everyone. Everyone's got a name. Walter and Donald are my ducks. And I'm gonna let the chickens out as soon as the grass has a bit of a chance to grow. I think actually, what the hey, they can just go around here. They'll find the grass. There's grass over here. Come on, chickens, you can go out again. It's fine. Let's let the chickens out. There we go. Hey, there they come. But what they do is they go straight for this grass, you know, and then it just disappears. Like literally everyone eats that grass. Poor grass patch. Doesn't have a chance to regrow. So we're gonna have to go buy more grass. Grass starter kits. Right, bye guys. Oh, actually, before I go, let me put the eggs into the mayo machine. So I'm thinking of buying more mayo machines because, you know. See, no more grass left, guys. So funny. But we have a very important appointment with the blacksmith, Clint. He's a little, you know, gotta take him with a pinch of salt. Morning, Mayor. Looking beautiful. How you doing? It's a good season to start thinking about gardening, even for us non-farmers. Well, if you need any tips, WP Guru Farm is always open. Help wanted. I have a craving for catfish. Don't we all, Evelyn? Don't we all? Please bring one by for me. 600G on delivery. I might just go and grab one. But if it rains, this is the thing. You can fish, but the catfish only comes out when it rains in specific you know, bodies of water. Action footage with Micah. Hello. Very good to see you. Welcome to a beautiful day in Stardew Valley. Make yourself at home. That's the catfish I need, yeah. I can't afford to give that away to Caroline or Evelyn or whoever made that request, which I've already forgotten. It's like only 5 seconds ago. Goodness, brain! Is it a sign that my brain is too full of stuff? I wonder. Clint, buddy, high five. Let's process some funky geodes. Oh, I've only got one, but hey. Let's see what's inside, shall we? Hiya! Gold ore! That's not bad. I thought so. It's something I've recently discovered, that I read something and then 10 seconds later it's already gone. And I'm thinking, didn't I just read that? And it's just not in my brain anymore. It's crazy. Right. So if the 3080 Ti will be 40% faster than the 2080 Ti, then I'd like literally what's a 3060 gonna be? It'll be like $300-400. Ooh, and it'll be as fast as a 2080 or 2080 Ti today. Yes, I love that. Where's my horse? There's my horse. We can check the weather forecast and see if it's going to rain tomorrow, because I would really like that. I'd like to get that catfish and also get the catfish and also try to get the wood skip. That's when we get in the secret woods. While we're speaking of the woods, let's in fact go here and see if there's any more wood to harvest. Like over here. That is nice. There's also, I think I've got a couple of pine cones here which I might just saw out so that the stuff I fell can regrow. It's a really long-term, like low priority task, but if I don't do it, they won't grow or will be much scarcer. And it is the wood I need to upgrade my barn. And these guys, they're slightly darker in color. That means they've been fertilized. That is something else I'm keen on doing. Fertilizing wild trees. Sounds like a strange hobby, I know, but it kind of helps. Oh! Evildoers. But then maybe Dreamlab, maybe it's kind of, maybe the universe did you a favor as such, in that, hey, get the 3080 instead. And, you know, skip the 20 generation altogether, hang in there with your 1080 Ti, and then just reap the raw power of the 3080. You'll be one of the first to have one. That could be cool. That could be very cool. I'm in a similar situation. I wanted the second 2080 pretty much last year, and I tell you, when I had it for a few weeks there, courtesy of Amazon, that was unbelievable. Having 2 GPUs working side by side, that was seriously unbelievable. Maybe the wood skip is here today, I don't know. Let's have a look. That was seriously unbelievable. But I've waited too long now, literally, and now I'm happy to wait a little longer to get a 3080 in addition to my 2080. Or if it's not a 3080, it could be like a 30 something lower. I'm happy with that as well. Wood skip carp, man. Do you know, I have a 970. Not a bad card, but it's literally, it's now so old that it does a kind of a decent job, but for streaming and playing, it does struggle. It certainly does struggle. So yeah, I can see the need to upgrade. Absolutely there. Still a cool card for a second PC. So I have it on my. This is a 2080 that I'm using. Not that you'd know for a game like this. That'll be super happy with a 970. But yeah, the 970 I'm using in one of my render nodes. So for it's kind of still does an okay job. It just takes forever to render DAS images. But when it's things like animations, you go, yeah, we'll just let it run overnight. Ooh, arrowhead. What's that? Can Gunther tell me more about that? No, he can't. Yeah, I mean, depending on how your financial situation is, Nate, maybe it's worth waiting for the 3080. When does it come out? Or for the 30, series, let's just say. When did it come out, Dreamlab? Did they have a tentative release date? It's kind of around the time Apple released their devices. It was, at least for the last few years, was kind of in the fall before. August, there we go. A little bit beforehand. That is literally around the corner. Sounds crazy, but yeah, it's literally around the corner. Jonathan, speaking of upgrading GPUs, what I find crazy interesting is that the high amount of prices these things still fetch, like older GPUs. I was thinking, when I was looking into upgrading my render nodes, I was thinking, hey, a 970 I can probably pick up for less than $100. Not correct. They still fetch close to $300, which is insane. So GPUs don't seem to lose much value when you resell them. So you'd think like a 1080 Ti, you go, oh, it's a few years old now, it's still a decent car, I should be able to pick one up for like $400 or $500. Nope, not the case. It still costs you quite a bit of cash to get one, if you can find them. And that's of course because they were so popular for crypto mining back in the day. And they're still very decent. They're still very decent cards. So yeah, crazy that. Should we knock down this tree? We always stand a chance that when it's too close to the water, it just goes and falls into the water. Wild trees don't seem to matter, don't seem to mind if they grow too close together. They seem to be okay with that for some bizarre reason. These guys I'll leave alone because there's a tapper on them, and oak resin is tough to come by, like oak trees. I shouldn't really be, felling them. But hey, need that barn. Oh, and it's getting late. Okay, let's go home. It's fine. We'll go home. Don't want to pass out, as I have done many times. But where's my horse? Come on, horse! Where are you? I've lost my horse. Oh, here it is. It didn't come over the bridge with me. Come on, Bilgehan, let's go home. I think it is straight up. Somewhat here. There we go. There's so many trees in the way now, little trees, that my horse can't go by. What's happening here? That's where the wild trees decide to grow, in my path. Crazy stuff. Okay, mail will be sorted out tomorrow. Let me go to bed. Ugh. Before I pass out. Yo. Ah, level 10 foraging. Oh my god, this is a big decision we're going to have to make. I'm going to catch up on the messages first before we make that difficult decision between botanist and tracker. Ah. Interesting. Oh wow, you're using a monitor from 25 years ago? That's amazing. It still works. There we go. CRTs can't beat them. Yes, yes, yes. That's a good thing about, that's a good question. Is the 2070 better than a 1080 Ti? I mean, RAM notwithstanding, if RAM isn't the issue, GPU RAM, which one would you use? I'd probably be inclined to use this 2070 over the 2080, over the 1080 Ti. It's a crazy one, isn't it? Because you got real-time RTX ray tracing features. That's kind of cool. You got the improved streaming encoder on the card. It is a tricky one. The Ti, the only thing that sets that apart was literally the larger RAM, I guess, isn't it? Mine too. Oh my god, yeah. When did we have that? We had this thing. It's actually my flatmate Sony that I inherited from him, and it's a huge. I think it was about 42-inch CRT thing, and it was massive, and it was so heavy. And I think we moved that twice from flats within London. That was crazy. Well, thank you for dropping by, Nate. It was really nice to see you. Are you streaming today? If so, let me know. I might drop by later. You're usually streaming around 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My time, 11 your time, I believe. If you are, let me know. And we're going to have a very important decision to make. Are we going to become a botanist? Foraged items are always highest quality. That's not a bad call. Or a tracker. Location of forageable items revealed. Forageable items revealed, or foraged items are always highest quality. Start in 10 minutes. Oh yeah, you best get ready. Awesome. Have a good stream. Are you still doing the Bilbo Baggins game? Take care, Nate. Bye-bye. Oh, this is a tough decision. What do you think? I have a decision to make. Level 10 forager. Am I going to be a botanist? Which means all foraged items are always the highest quality. Or am I going to be a tracker? Which means the location of forageable items is revealed to me. That sounds kind of cool. I wonder if I get a little compass or whatever that says, hey, go over there.
And you can change in the sewer if you want.
Good point. If I'm unhappy with that, Julia makes a good point. I can go to the sewers and ask the guy to change my profession. But let's go tracker. Bilbo is still unimpressed. What a shame. Let's go with tracker. Oh my god, we're tracker. Jay's Wine and Beer Emporium. That's just made us a cool 6.5 grand. That's good. Woohoo! All right. Yes, I wonder how that works. Yeah, I wonder how that works. It is still not raining, which is crazy. Hello, chickens. You've eaten all the grass now. Congrats. You're gonna have to go forage away. So many people to say hello to. If you didn't touch the hay, that's nice. I'll just leave it there. I've got so much stuff on me that I can't even pick up your eggs. Interesting. I hope you find the grass over yonder hill. So soggy newspaper. Boom. Oak resin will totally keep that. You can't get enough oak resin in this game. That and that we go, and that will get sold. And since we're in such desperate need of wood, we're going to turn some hardwood into regular wood as well. Even though it takes forever. I think it makes about 10. So if we really wanted to, we can just go and make a whole farm of these chippers and just let them do their thing for a whole day. Avoid mayo, come on. Yeah, we'll see how it pans out. I mean, the good thing is we can always change professions, I guess. Carp, we don't want a carp. And the seeds we can always go and plant. Somewhere like here, where they're sure to be watered. Oh yes, more potatoes. Bring them on. These things are not edible yet, not harvestable yet. Cat, of course. Good to see you too, Cat. There. Favorite part of the day. This and coffee. Watering the crops and coffee. All right. Hello, Whittaker. Don't eat the crops, please. I know what you're up to. You're thinking, cauliflower leaves. Potato leaves. It's all green, it's all good. It's got iron, it's got everything. Oh, I can't wait to have more animal noises on the farm. There. We're nearly done with that. And then we can tend to you guys. Have you had... Oh, you're going back home already? Have you had enough grass already? Nice. Iridium milk. Look at that. They're really happy. They're so happy here. Put that here. Put that here. Nice. And mushrooms I couldn't pickle. That was the deal, wasn't it? Mushrooms, or were they? No, I don't think they could be pickled. Potatoes go in here. Nothing to show for from the potato brewery just yet. But there's always stuff in here. Oh my goodness! Look at that. Don't eat it, pick it up, dude. It's very important. Don't just eat stuff all the time. No, don't eat it, pick it up. Can't get the stuff, you know. Oh man, I remember the day when, in addition to the fat values and the whatever farm made the milk, they also put the, it wasn't plutonium levels, but it was some kind of the CS levels onto the milk, as in how polluted is this product. That was kind of crazy. In the 80s sometime they started that. I was thinking, no way. Yes, how normality has changed. Stuff you never thought you needed to put on a milk packet was all of a sudden necessary. What's it going to cost me to make one of them chippers? Because I'm thinking of a chipper farm. I've got so much hardwood, I don't currently need it. Hardwood seems to respawn every day. And I wonder if it's a good idea to invest into more of them. Slime press, slime incubator. Ah, I remember, I don't buy them. I don't make them, I buy them from Robin, I think. I think that's what it was like. Now she's probably going to need some kind of stuff with it. Let's inquire with her. Inquire with my carpenter. Bye, cat. Take care of the farm while I'm gone. Oh, yes. Ah, what a shame, she's not here. Ah, that is crazy. Yeah, I mean, they were saying back then it just takes literally decades and more decades for the whole thing to have dissipated. I mean, even the area around Chernobyl is still not really safe to go into without a Geiger counter and special suits. And that's like, how long is that ago? 30 years now? So Linus, do you mind if we plant trees here? Because, you know... There. This little forest. Here, have a salmon berry. I have no use for them, and you love them, so there we go. Why don't we do that? Anything else happening here? This is another area that we could potentially plant tons of trees if we wanted to. It takes forever for them to grow, but I have a feeling, you know, there's a house upgrade and there's a this upgrade. Everything costs wood, and I'm thinking it might actually be in our best interest if we not just take the wood, but then kind of replant the wood, even if it does take long. Oh, wow. It's kind of nice, isn't it, that there's something good in all the bad. I mean, I remember when I moved to Berlin in 1991. That was 2 years after the wall came down. And Berlin was one of those literally classic examples of, you had the capitalist world in one part, and you had the socialist in the other, and you could, look at that, this is how the tracker works. There's these yellow arrows that point into that direction. Oh, and then I'm getting daffodils. Man. As if that was necessary. But hey, that's how the tracker works. And so in 91 you could literally, the wall was gone and you could move anywhere you liked. And the thing was that the apartments in the eastern part were much cheaper than in the western part, and that's because their infrastructure wasn't great. It was built under the socialist regime, so the brickwork wasn't fantastic, wiring on the interior was terrible, phone lines were hit and miss, things like internet bits and bobs, you just hot running water was always a bit of a tricky one, and you know, so hence the apartments were much cheaper in the east. But it didn't take that long for people to say, well, this building needs a complete refit on literally everything on the inside. And it does cost a bit of money. But as a result, only a few years later, you had brand new apartments with brand new infrastructure. And the advantage was that that was now much newer and more desirable than what you used to have in West Berlin, which by that point was also 20, 30 years old since the last remodel. So all of a sudden, and this is the fascinating bit, all of a sudden the apartments in the East that were only a few years before seen as, well, I don't really want to live there, were seen as, whoa, this is top-end, high-quality, brand new luxury. Why wouldn't I want to move there? And so they became more desirable than the apartments in the West, which took another 10, 15 years to be upgraded after that, you know? So all of a sudden you had like the better phone lines and the better hot water immersion heaters that were more energy friendly and all that. I thought that was kind of that was funny how quickly that changes. So it's a bit like that in Japan, I guess. You got that catastrophe, and a few years later, things are now already better, and probably, whoops, sorry Leia, didn't want to crush you there with a tree. And perhaps even better than they were before. Not that I'm saying the disaster was a good thing, you know, that's not what I'm saying, obviously. But it's nice if there is something like a silver lining to it all, and if you can see something positive in something like a catastrophe like that. Ah, those trees, those are the trees that were fertilized. Look at that, they're already grown. Ooh, nice. Must buy more tree fertilizer. That was really worth the effort and the wait. Marnie can barely get into her house because I've planted some trees in front of her door. Yeah, don't worry about Marnie. She lives in that secluded piece of the forest now. Maybe I'm just gonna go leave those trees here because I really like that. I might do the same in front of Robin's house. That's hilarious. Ooh, hello. Cherries every day, nice. That's some grass here, that's sprouting, nicely done. The chickens will be pleased. Yeah. Hey, maybe it works in our advantage because we're going to go trap her there. And then that means if ever we need something, Marnie will be home. We know that much. That's horseradish. He liked leeks, didn't he? He didn't like horseradish. Salmon berries I'm not going to keep. I think the blackberries, they were actually quite nice. So I think I might keep the blackberries. I think I have another 100 blackberries in one of my lockers. Mayo, there we go. Also that copper bar, I don't really need to carry that around with me all the time. There, I think maybe also the prehistoric artifacts also don't really need to be with me all the time. They just clutter up my inventory. Yes. So 809 wood, that should be enough to upgrade that barn of ours. And I can make wild tree fertilizer, plenty. Also might just go sow these puppies out. Actually, let's put them in here. Yeah, I should have put that in there because then it would have saved me that. But that's okay. Alright, off to bed. Or maybe I was going to put the chipper on again. Since we do have some more hardwood here. And it takes forever for this thing to do anything. It's probably easier to just replant trees and fertilize them. Anyone's birthday coming up? Oh yes, Vincent! See what we're going to give Vincent for his birthday, if that is important to us. Oh, can you imagine? That'd be so sad. Sorry, you can't buy any more animals because Marnie has died. You've locked her in. So bad. Yes, mayonnaise emporium. Can we do anything else with daffodil, you think? Other than just selling them? Maybe pickle them? Pickled daffodil? A delicacy in Pelican Town. We'll put a sign. We'll put a sign this way to Marnie's house. See if you can find it. Come on, Vincent, what do you like? Pink cake, who doesn't? He likes grape, ah yes, and cranberry candy. Cranberry candy, what a cool idea. It's sweet enough to mask the bitter fruit. Well, a grape might be something we have. Chris, good morning, my friend. Thank you so much for dropping by. Do we have grape? We do, look at that. Let's have a grape. Let's give that to Thingamajig. Blackberry. Oh, we only have 117 regular blackberries. Okay. Let's go and put those out into the fruit empire. What are you up to this morning? Cat can still say hello even if she's fast asleep. Isn't that exciting? Are you taking a day off today as well, Chris, or are you hard at work? Because, you know, happy Cinco de Mayo, by the way. This is the day for tacos and burritos. Good morning, cows and geese and sheep and pigs. Soon to be. You're getting new rivals there, my friends. It's gonna be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. They'll be so nice to have on the farm. Oh, good, good. 7 o'clock, is it? Yeah, sometimes you just have to do work. I understand. There. I'm gonna look into Game Maker later more. It'd be interesting to see if we can turn some of our DAS animations into kind of interactive bits and bobs. A bit like what I've done with the mouse and the skeleton that are already kind of walking past there in the overlay. I'm trying to make them basically controllable. Well, that's, you know, I'd like to see if that works and how easy/difficult that is. It'd be good to utilize tools like that for something that they were not really intended for. I like the idea. Oh, look at that! So if some of my animals would be clever enough, they could go all the way to Grandpa's patch and get some grass here. See if they grow that far. Or go that far, rather. Do you fit over that little wooden thing there, cow? What do you think? Well, let's take all the wood and some stone, some serious stone, with us and see if Robin can make a start at upgrading our barn. Where is the wood? There, 809, there we go. And if we, when we talk to her, let's go if we can, let's see if we can buy a couple more of these chippers here. Hey, I thought it would be fun to send you a letter. Sure, Shane, nice to hear from you. I don't really know what to write though. Here, I've enclosed a treat for you. Don't tell anyone, but I snagged this from the back room of Joja Mart ages ago. Okay, see you soon. What we got? Pizza! Yes! Shane, you spoil me. Let's put that in the fridge. Because, you know, there. So come on, Vincent's birthday. See if we can bump into him in town. Oh yeah, perfect. And I do have that, right? 500. Oh, did I? I'll do it when I get back. 300 stone, check. Wood, 800. Yes. Yes. Vincent usually lurks around sometimes by the library. Or he doesn't lurk around. He's being taught by Penny because there's no school in Pelican Town. Local wizard in search of fresh kale. Forget it, man. Hello, chaps and chapettes. If you see little Vincent, I don't want to forget his birthday. Could be in the library. 11, that's kind of school time. Ah, there he is. Hey, hey! Whose birthday is it today? Miss Penny says I have to read this book before I can go play. Wow. Tell you what. That's great. That's for you! A birthday gift. That's very kind of you. I love it. I can't believe that. You've lived with your mom in the trailer all your life. That is what I can't believe. So Vincent, tell us honestly, how close are we, buddy? Look at that, 4 hearts. Not bad. Not bad. And also the other thing about the pizza, Dreamlab, is that he snagged it ages ago at the back of Joja Mart. I'm not entirely sure how keen I am on trying that. Nothing can be wrong with that. I'm sure it's perfectly fine. Oh, did she? Oh, Ralph, she caught you. But there is, I always keep forgetting about dumpster diving. There is actually good stuff you can find sometimes. I think I was caught once and I never did it again. But yeah, it is something that, you know, why not indeed? Construct farm buildings. Let's do that. And we need the barn. No, we don't want a barn. We want the, like a mega barn. We want extra. The deluxe coop, that looks stately too. 20,000, 500 wood, 200 stone. Houses 12 coop dwelling animals. Jeez, I was gonna look after them. Comes with an auto feed system and unlocks rabbits. Oh, so they live in the coop. I wonder if they give us rabbit's foot, which is weird, but that's probably where we get it from. Of course you weren't. That was kind of a surprise thing. But don't be deterred by that. I think you can give her some presents and she'll love you. She'll love you again. Take her away from the clutches of her alcoholic mother and from the trailer. Have her move in with you on the farm, Ralph. 25G. Let's do it. Deluxe barn, here we come. I forgot to read the description. Hang on a second. Houses 12 barn dwelling animals, comes with an auto feed system, unlocks sheep and pigs, exactly what we need. I had assumed that's what it was going to do, I just wanted to make absolutely sure that's what will happen. My friends, are you ready for the bigger coop, bigger barn even? Love the little construction site it gets for the time it's under construction. First thing tomorrow morning, okay. Nice. Hey Maru, how's it going? I bet he likes having you around. Your dad likes having you around as well, for weird reasons. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Demetrius. And it's nothing racist, it's just you made this really weird, creepy comment there recently, and we cannot forget it. There we go. Haha, how's our tree farm going? In the back of Jodie's garden here. So I'm going to go fertilize all these things. There. And I think I'm going to go and take our 10 pine cones and put them up here, because that's kind of the area that is often neglected. Start down here. Yeah, put some space in between them. And I think we have other stuff as well, don't we? No, we don't. Okay, no problem. There. More wood for house upgrades, deluxe coupes, and all the rest of it. There. I know, those were all the items on the agenda today, weren't they? Oh, she doesn't like it. Oh, okay. Oh, rabbit produces wool. Do you know, that's what I was thinking. How come, do you know, that's bizarrely, why would you get rabbit's foot from rabbits? I mean, ugh. But it is one of those items that the guy behind the Georgia Mart wants, and I always wondered how we'd get it. But yeah, as a product of rabbits, that makes perfect sense. So she hasn't quite started yet, but hopefully she will very soon. 12 animals! Oh my god, it's gonna be. You're gonna never have time to leave the farm. It also sounds really funny when you say that. At a certain friendship level with the rabbit, you know, it gives you rabbit's foot. That's so super funny. Well, it looks like we've taken care of the whole farm thing. Oh, I forgot to ask for a chipper. It's too late now, isn't it, today? Chipper requires some hardwood to be stuck in there, of course. Let's grab all the hardwood. Always have it on us. So the chipper only makes 5 pieces of wood from 1 piece of hardwood. Did I pick up all the rest of the eggs? See? Tons of eggs. Lurking around here. Chicken, how you doing? Did you find grass, or are you getting grumpy with me because you have to walk too far? Yeah, I want to encourage you guys to go over here, because there's grass over here. Oh, okay. Jay's pickling empire in full swing. See how much we're getting for the pickled beet and the pickled parsnip. Cherry jelly, look at that. Oh. It is so much fun to do this. Pickled horseradish, I mean, that is something I could see. I think I've tried that before. We can't use that, can we? No, what a shame. Can we pickle eggs? No. That's realistic as well, pickling eggs. Perhaps not in the same equipment that you use for pickling cherries and all, but still. And what is this again? Is this a pomegranate? It is! Oh, so Elliot might like that. Let's keep it. Let's not pickle that. Let's give it to Elliot, I say. And mushroom and beets. I think we can't pickle those, can we? Garlic, though. Does that work? Can we pickle garlic? Yes! Oh, we can pickle garlic. That is exciting. And how about mushroom again? Mushroom cannot be pickled. Okay. And then horseradish can't be pickled. This is also mushroom, can't be pickled. Okay. Good to know. So we put the cherry back in here and let's go sell all the rest of these things we can't actually pickle. There. Are those two trees here? No, this is just a tree growing behind it. I see. Every once in a while the chipper makes a noise. That's cute. What a shame! Thank you for the warning. That's true, she's more into video games and stuff. I can imagine that about Maru as well. She probably just tinkers with electronic things. Yeah, pickled eggs, that was never really my thing either. It's apparently big in pubs, and I was always thinking, oh, no thanks. It's just not, it's not something I can see. Oh yes, watering plants, is that something we need to do? No, we've done it already. Good stuff. Whew. Do we need to make cheese? No, we need to sell cheese. There we go. Oh, I'm getting confused now. There, okay, let's go and put cheese on the open market. Pick that up. Pop that in here. Have you noticed that it's already the 10th of the month and it hasn't rained once? Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, me too. I think to a certain extent, when you pickle something, it doesn't actually matter what you pickle. It always tastes of just vinegar sometimes, isn't it? I mean, not always. Like pickled beets is a great example. Beets, fresh beets or cooked beets taste... there's still that kind of beet taste in there, but depending on how it's pickled, I thought I'd catch you on the, you know, catch you on the graveyard here, Abigail. We were just talking about you, by the way. So I always imagine that eggs, pickled eggs, I'm thinking, no, that's just, no. I'm not good with cooked eggs either. If they're hard-boiled, yes, every once in a while. Part of a salad, I can do that. Other than that, scrambled. Fried, no thanks. Runny eggs, no, can't do that. It's not for me. And pickled also, I've never tried it, so it can, maybe we're losing out, I don't know. Can you imagine? We're just losing out. At one point we will try and we'll think, oh my god, where has this been all my life? Doubt it. Shame Elliot's place is of course closed because I have this pomegranate burning a hole in my pocket. I was thinking, hey, Elliot. Leia wanted me to give you this. There are no pickled eggs in the game, bizarrely. No, we tried that out, Zay, and the eggs are unpickleable. Yeah, I was wondering that as well, because I have this surplus of eggs, and it would be so nice to just go fritter them away and pickle them, but that doesn't seem to work. Oh, and the Hungarian peppers. I like it, I like it. Those two things we're gonna go sell, and that. Oh, and this. And then, of course, some mayonnaise. No, so the eggs, the only thing you can do with eggs, so this is a duck egg and a regular egg. You can turn them into mayonnaise. That's the only thing I know you can do with eggs. And you can also put them into food. So in my kitchen, I can make them into things like omelets and other dishes that I can then eat. Like, I think I still have an egg. Oh, I wonder what happens if I make an omelet with the void egg, like the void omelet or something. Yeah, like here, this is an idea what I can turn the egg into. It could turn into fried egg, and then if I also had milk, I could turn it into an omelet. Cheese cauliflower. Look at that, cauliflower cheese. It's cool. Cute ideas. Very good point, Brian. Yes. Who would do such a thing? Yeah, you know, sometimes pickled eggs, like the pickled eggs you buy in the supermarket, or sometimes there's this huge jar in the pub. That's the other thing, you know, so like, it's like 50 pickled eggs in a jar, which is always full. Have you noticed? No one's ever buying them. I don't know. Why are they red? Why do pickled eggs need to be pickled in red brine? That's another, like, question mark. Well, I suppose you would, that's a good point. I suppose you, first of all, you spoon them out of this big vat, and I would probably use a fork, stick it in and go, you know, that's how I would do it. You can, there's also, I suppose, an argument that you could slice it, like, you know, stick a fork and slice it into thin slices, or use an egg slicer. That's a nice little contraption. It comes with a little thing here. Put the egg in, and then several just strings of metal come down with it, turns it into sliced egg, and then you can put the sliced pickled or non-pickled egg on a sandwich, perhaps. That's a possibility. That's the ones, exactly, like yeah, exactly, vinegar-soaked hard-boiled eggs. Yeah, that's pickled eggs. Yeah, you don't just put raw egg into vinegar. That's not how you make that. You boil them first and then you pickle them. I suppose to preserve them. That was the original idea back in the day. Oh, that sounds disgusting. That sounds so bad. And that'll be lacto fermentation. Interesting. I mean, that's really ingenuity of the human race to come up with these things of preservation before the days of fridges and freezers. You literally had to make do with salt and vinegar for pickling, and dehydrate. Those are the big ones, and cook to a certain extent. Yeah, so I suppose those things have largely fallen out of favor today. Your apple tree wasn't able to grow. The spreading weeds have caused damage to your farm. Ay caramba. I might grab some milk and make myself an omelette. Hello girls, how you doing? Oh my god, people are grumpy. Well, it's not my fault that you didn't go and eat grass. Grass is growing, you just choose not to eat it. You know? It's over here. You just gotta go over the bridge, man. There it is. Which one was the apple tree that wasn't allowed to grow? There's plenty of grass here. What are you guys complaining about? You just have to go and you know, and eat it. Man, I'm grumpy now. And there's so much grass here, you guys just don't give it a chance. And of course it's my fault. So I have a feeling this tree shouldn't really be here. And this is some kind of a different fruit tree. Yeah, this is where the grass is. Now go eat it. Come on, go. That's so sad. And now I have to go give you hay just because you can't figure it out in your heart to go and look for grass, which there is plenty of on the free-range farm. Thank you very much. Chickens. You're not getting a bigger coop for a while. Also, I have so much eggs, so many eggs. You guys can take a break. That's cool. Instantly grumpy when you don't feed them. Everyone's grumpy. Especially antimatter. You don't want the void chicken to be grumpy at you. That could cause serious issues. See? See, Duck is happy to go over the bridge. Maybe we just need to educate you in that way. Ooh, and what's happening here? Cat, you happy? Cat is happy. Good stuff. Whew. You don't want an unhappy cat either. Unhappy void chicken is bad enough. The unhappy void chicken. Ah, garlic. Now that can be lacto-fermented. How about the beets? Not quite ready yet. Okay, no problem. Perhaps tomorrow. That is cute, isn't it? Yes, I like that too. So how do you start the fermentation process then? Is it something that you have to put, that you can reuse? Is it a bit like when you, once it's started, you just take the brine of one jar and put it into the next to keep it going? Or do you have to kind of start a mixture and then distribute it onto all the things that you pickle? I do like that the animals don't actually eat my crops. That's also very well done. It's just, it would be annoying having to fence these things in. You guys happy? Yes. Look, they're happy because they're clever enough to find produce around the house. I think I might make myself an omelette as well. Grumpy antimatter chicken. There. Omelette. Oh, I don't have it? Oh, I sold all the eggs. Man, I turned all the eggs into mayonnaise. Can't make myself an omelette. Maybe if we're lucky, one of my guys has laid at least one egg. Come on. No. There aren't any eggs. My goodness. They are really grumpy. Okay. Omelette's gonna have to wait. Wow, a diamond for me. That's nice. Well, let's turn that milk into cheese then, shall we? And see how Robin's getting on this. He's under construction. This is going to be the biggest barn ever. Hey Robin, how's it going? I am. Just, you know, checking in with you. See if you need a coffee or anything. These guys seem to be eating the hay as well, so I don't think they go all that far for the grass as they perhaps should. Oh, is there? I didn't know. Oh, how interesting. Right. Hence natural fermentation process. That is quite clever. Let's knock some of these trees down here. And even this guy. Unless we wanted to put another tapper on him. Nah, I've got enough maple things growing here. Don't you? Oh. Sometimes trees just grow incredibly fast in this game. Other times you just wait for them and nothing seems to happen for literally forever. Kind of funny. See? Lots of grass. Why don't my chickens go here? Maybe just relocate the coop over to Grass Island over here. It's so close. All they need to do is go here. Now, speaking of wood, there's more stuff here. These guys are just about growing. Very nice. There. My goodness, do we have enough for that? For a coop already? Nearly. Full of grass. And wiggly bits. Chicken statue. Awesome. I'll sell that right away. See? Chicken has made it here. That's nice. So now you've eaten all the grass that was here. I think I'm just going to have to go let you find the next island. It'll be difficult to figure it out, but I think you guys are learning. Look at that. 2 of you already here. That's nice. Keep it going, girls. Oh, Dreamlab, what a shame. One day you'll make Berliner Weisse. That is actually really, really refreshing stuff. In Berlin, they give you that with a hint of syrup. It comes in bottles, and I think some people have it on tap, but usually it comes in bottles, super chilled on a nice warm summer's day. And you have a choice of either having it plain, or you can have it with a bit of woodruff syrup or raspberry syrup. And they call that Berliner Weisse mit Schuss. And what that means is like you have a kind of a kick to it, and it gives it a slightly sweeter edge and a slightly fruitier taste. So it's then almost like the Belgian fruit beers. But the nice thing is that it's optional. So you have it either plain, or if you fancy a sweeter edge, you can have that. And I think it's just available in Berlin, really. It's not, well, at least when I lived there, it wasn't a big export thing. So in the north of Germany, I could never get it. They would always give me the plain thing. But in Berlin, you had the choice of getting that little piece of syrup with it. I thought that was a nice regional little thing. I'll go plant some more trees, just because I can. Bye, cat. You're in charge. Don't forget it. Yeah, woodruff. I know this is another typically German thing. Woodruff syrup is... Oh, look at that. How they grow. Woodruff is like a... they have that in desserts as well. Woodruff flavor is... I don't think it's made it into the rest of the world yet. It's green, and it tastes... So there's kind of a peculiar taste to it. Not bad, but not something I can describe to anything else. That's not a stone. It's part of the background. Windows technology. Good to see you. Welcome to a wonderful day in the valley. But we're still thinking one day it might rain. And it hasn't done that yet. I haven't done that for such a long time. Maybe that's something how we can spend the rest of the day. Woo! First of all, taking care of Robin's garden, of course. This tree in particular. There we go. Let's see if we can find that wood skip in the secret forest. Does it have to rain? No, it doesn't have to rain, just in the secret forest. See if we can make that happen. There's also another fishing tackle I could put on there. See if that works. Here's my old fishing rods, bamboo pole, fiberglass rod. I've upgraded to better things, you know. Just can't remember where they were. Where did I put my fishing tackle? There we go. Magnet increases the chance of finding treasures. However, fish aren't crazy about the taste. Okay, let's not do that. Treasure hunter. Fish don't escape while collecting treasures. Also slightly increases the chance to find treasures. And spinner. Shape makes it spin around in the water. Slightly increases the bite rate when fishing. Sold. So let's put that, the spinner, onto that. And there's so much stuff in here that I probably don't need. I always forget where I put that. Was it here? Must have been here then. Yeah, like that, indeed. My goodness! Do you think we can brew garlic? That'd be hilarious. Brewing garlic. I know we can pickle it, so I'll go and put it into here. Into my whole pickling emporium. It's difficult to ride through here. Hefeweizen, that's the name, exactly. It's spring indeed, yes, Windows technology, absolutely. It is spring, it has sprung. That's all we need to know. Everything else falls into place. And the secret forests are here. I'm wondering... So first of all, let's make sure we don't get attacked. Poisoned, my goodness. And this is where that wood skip fish lives, so see if we can lurk it out. Oh man. Dude, I'm fishing here. There. Hopefully no more monsters are coming out. Yeah, ice cold, yeah, Hefeweizen, that's a nice one. They do, I believe, Radeberger, they do a non-alcoholic version that the cyclists like. So the beer itself, it's very popular with cyclists because it has such a strong yeast content. So it's not just a drink, it's something that gives you energy, especially when you're cycling. But of course it's alcoholic, so they can't have that when they're doing cycling tours. So the non-alcoholic version works pretty much the same way. Don't know how they take the alcohol out, but it seems to work really well. And they're sponsoring that several cycling tournaments. That I thought was exciting. I think those types of beers, by the way, they were invented by monks back in the day when they all had to go on a fast and they weren't allowed to eat solid foods. So they thought, hey, if we're just making beer that has a high yeast content, that means we don't eat, we just drink. We might get a little tipsy in the process, but we're adhering to the fast and we can still sustain ourselves. And I thought that was kind of a clever cop-out to go, well, we're on a fast. It's just, What skip? Look at that! We have him! Oh, time to go home. That is so exciting. We caught the wood skip. That is one of those mysterious fish that I need for the fish bundle in the community center. And that is just so super exciting. We caught him on the off chance. Oh, I'm glad we did that. See if we can make it home without dying. That's the preference. I think that tree, I don't know, that's just... Some of these trees are nice to have, but they also do get in the way quite a bit. Oh, no time to sell stuff. Let's go fall into bed before we die. Don't want to lose the wood skip. Cat, move over quickly. Oh, thank God for that. It is, isn't it? It's a gastronomically educational channel. Well, thank you so much for dropping by, my friends. I'm going to call it a day here, and we're going to go and put that wood skip into the community center tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I'm going to see you hopefully for the 42nd episode of Stardew Shenanigans. Have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you very soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.